welcome guests. As Toastmasters, we learn about the power of the pause, how significant silence can be. Therefore, tonight, I'm going to talk about not talking. In the beginning of May, I've done something I've never done before. I went to a 4-day silent meditation retreat. It was very interesting. The plan was to get better at mindfulness breathing. I have to admit something. I am a planner. My husband jokes that I'm such a planner that I even plan about when I'm going to plan. Poor guy, he's stuck with me. But one thing I have not planned was the cold that I had. So how was I supposed to mindfully breathe when I couldn't normally breathe? So my meditation retreat took a quick turn and taught me to slow down, to be patient, and to take things as it is. As a researcher, I have conducted studies where I collected data from hundreds of people to make sure our data and our data were backed up with statistics. As a therapist, I have shared about these studies and many other studies to improve the well-being of my clients. And as a fellow traveler in life, I try to implement these strategies in my life. And mindfulness meditation is a strategy, a skill, backed up with research and that I teach to my clients, and I also practice daily. And now it was time to improve this skill, not just talk to talk, but walk to walk. So when I was walking to the meditation retreat center, I could hear my heart beating. It was something unknown I have never done before. And the next 4 days I've spent the time listening to very nice speeches, important and interesting speeches from an experienced teacher. I would have never thought that you could listen to somebody for hours about breathing. And how hard can it be, right? You're just silent and focus on your breathing. Well, it was honestly very hard. The meditation sessions consisted of walking and sitting meditations with lessons spread out throughout the day. It's really hard to explain to be with 20 people and not talking to them at all for 4 days. It's like you're watching this movie and somebody forgot the mute button on. Breakfast, lunches, the dinners were all eaten in silence, giving the opportunity to really taste and enjoy every book one bite at a time. The walking meditations were pretty surreal. 20 people spread out outside, walking really slowly, focusing on each movement of the body. If anybody who did not know what we were doing there probably thought we were shooting a zombie movie or something. Majority of the people there knew what they were doing, or at least that's what I thought they were doing. They had these fancy meditation cushions that I didn't even know that existed. Who knew? It was very hard for me, the first couple of sitting meditation sessions, to focus on the breathing and be present just like the rest. At one point, I kid you not, I was thinking about my top 3 favorite episodes of Friends. Was it the one with the prom video, or was it the one with the Thanksgiving? My mind was wandering. But there were milliseconds that I could be able to focus on the breathing and just pause, and which was very, very peaceful. It only meant to me that I needed more practice. The only way to communicate with the teacher was to write a note and pin it on the board that was at the back. So listening to the questions from the other people, I saw that they were struggling with the similar things, which eased my mind that we were in the same boat together. Silence was one of the hardest things we all struggled with. But slowly, I could be able to understand what the teacher was talking about, the simple joy of relieving and releasing the breath. It opened the door to non-attachment, non-judgmental, and just being. Pausing peacefully. I recall in one of the lunches, I looked outside and I saw these beautiful big oak trees. They were dancing with the wind, performing. And I thought to myself, something I forgot, that the trees were alive. With the busyness of the daily life struggles and the frequent traffic jams in my mind, I had forgotten that the trees were alive. How did I forget that? They were right by my side on this earth, growing old and changing just as I am. Just taking life as it is. Just being. I had tears in my eyes. Tears of gratitude. I let that sink in and took a stroll in this 50 acres of beautiful, beautiful woods. And I saw these two trees that looked like hugging each other. The one in the front was a thicker one, and the one in the behind had these flowers. It looked like it was embracing the tree in the front. I remembered them again, that the trees were alive. The emotions that I experienced in this retreat were more intense than the outside experiences, both the negatives and the positives. It was a roller coaster ride, which I really enjoyed. I've learned a lot, and I've learned that I don't know a lot. But one thing I know that I can't wait to go back there next year. Of course, with my fancy meditation cushion. And Toastmasters.